And we're back to another episode of Let's Play King's Quest VII, The Princess Bride. Time to head into Chapter 6, because things are about to go awry. That's it. Let's get started.
Rosella, change the imposter back into his rightful form. It's our only chance.
Rosella, get him!
No, get him.
Alright, so we gotta take this wand here. I believe. There we go. So you gotta make sure you see the F there, and then let's see.
Nice try, sweetie.
Ah, crap.
Drat it.
Yeah, let's try
Just should have been
again.
more decisive.
Rosella, change the imposter back into his rightful form. It's our only chance.
Rosella, get him!
No, get him.
There's a... Come on. Piece of trash. There we go. Get some!
Edgar?
You, the son of Oberon and Titania, what are you doing here?
Rosella, where are we? What's going on?
My dear princess, I have something so special in store for you. I hope you enjoy hot weather.
Okay. What a bitch. Alright, so, clearly we are in a pickle here. Shit's about to get weird.
Come, my lady. We must hurry.
And you got the horse how? This doesn't seem like a good idea to me. Okay, let me see here. And then we need to do this. Grab this bad boy. Alright, let's make a save. And the solution to this is really when we watched the Troll King do this. Should be left, then right, then center. Oh boy. Let's see here. We'll grab this. Leave there. I know tensions are high, and we learned this from the two other trolls in the chapter 2. We can do this to wake. That should wake Otar up. They're taking this a little too well, don't you think?
My daughter. Oh, I thought I'd never see you again.
Mama, I'm so sorry. I saw the castle and I jumped in to see, and the troll king, I mean Edgar, well, he just...
Edgar?
Not again.
No, you'll not touch her.
Out of my way, whelp! I enslaved your little mind once. Don't think I'll be so kind this time.
Never again, Militia.
Gonna see that little face on the wall there?
Edgar!
Damn!
Ah!
Let's grab this. Suck on this, bitch!
Drat it.
Crap.
I just should have been more decisive.
Let's try that again, shall we? Thought we did it correctly. Hold on. Might have screwed up a little bit. Come on, come on. So you can see we can't fast forward through this, so... There we go. The idea is that we're supposed to get the device and use it on Militia. And I don't think I did it fast enough.
My daughter. Oh, I thought I'd never see you again.
Mama, I'm so sorry.
I killed a
I
man.
saw the castle and I jumped in to see, and the troll king, I mean Edgar, well, he just...
Edgar?
Oh my. Alright, let's try this again,
No.
shall we?
You'll not touch her.
Out of my way, whelp! I enslaved your little mind once. Don't think I'll be so kind this time.
Never again, Militia.
Edgar!
Oh god. Still not even sure what I just witnessed.
Ah!
There we go. Please tell me the dog eats her. Okay. Now let's use this.
I thought we'd never see you again.
Valanice, I cannot thank you enough. You have not only saved our world, you have given us back our greatest treasure, our son.
Your son? Edgar? You know our son?
Well, you see, I was stolen as a baby by an evil fairy named Lolotte. She twisted my body and tried to twist my mind, but somehow I knew I was not her son. Then Rosella appeared. I knew she was special. She
Reference
released me
from
from my
King's Quest
slavery to
IV.
Lolotte, and I went home to Etheria.
We were so happy. The whole kingdom was overjoyed. We held a ball in our son's honor and...
Our boy vanished from the gardens on the night of the party. We were crushed. We set off to search for him immediately. Now I know it was all part of Melicia's evil plot.
Something went terribly wrong with you, my sister. Let us start over again, shall we?
Rosella, it was I who lured you into this world. I kidnapped you. I know you can never forgive me, but please, let me assure you that I was not in my right mind. I would never have done that had I known.
Edgar, would you show me the sights of Etheria? After all, it's what I came for.
And there it is. The whole story with Rosella wrapped nicely because, yeah, it left a loose end open at the end of King's Quest IV to a degree. What do you think about it?
Beautiful.
Rosella, you've been in my heart since the day I first saw you. Rosella, may I have the honor of courting you?
Ooh.
Yes, you may.
And thus everyone in the great family of Graham gets the hot giggity. The giggity of First Morgan. We're celebrating in lands near and lands far. Oh. And there it is. That is King's Quest VII, The Princeless Bride. Yeah. Revisiting all of these King's Quests and me remembering them more like back in the day, like, oh, they're loosely connected. I'm a lot more connected than I remember. And I think those remakes help connect 1 through 3 to the rest of the story overall better. So overall, King's Quest VII is definitely a game that took a risk. It's a shame they didn't do any more King's Quest in this style, and King's Quest VIII, though a character I think referenced in the remake of King's Quest III, it didn't work out. This might be a little loud. While I'm trying to, let me turn this down. There we go. So, I know for what it's worth, King's Quest VII was polarizing to some fans of the series, where it was a little too Disney cartoony for some people. I personally think it was fine. It's still got that fantasy feel to it. I will say it was a lot more trial and error because the puzzles were not, some of the items you picked up in this particular game had no relevance to what you could use it for, right? It just existed, for lack of a better term. So it's like the baked roaches. Well, for the potion, but in many other instances, it's not exactly clear, like, where you're supposed to use some of the stuff. So it becomes a question of, well, where am I supposed to... Whoops. Let's There we go. Because it just stopped. It was just it crashed right there. So the question becomes where the series continues from here. But 7, in and of itself, though very different from the others visually, even tonally, arguably a lot more childlike in its tone, I think it was a fine game. Is it the best in the series? No. But it's definitely great. And then you can argue that every major character in the storyline, from, King Graham, Alexander, Rosella, and Valenice, they all got to participate in a game. We don't get much of an ending for Valenice there, but the overall thing with this is all part of what's called the King's Quest collection. To me, this is the foundation of all of it. Now, there is a King's Quest 8. It's not very good. It's pretty crappy, and it's hard to run on new computers. Some people have tried and just never have gotten it to work right, and it's terrible. It introduced a character named Connor, who was referenced, I want to say, in King's Quest 2 or 3, I think. No, it was 2. It was 2. So there's some in the Mask of Eternity. So there's some reference to that particular game. But overall, it was a huge disappointment, and we would not see a King's Quest game for roughly 15 years. And really, the new King's Quest that came out in 2015, my understanding of it is that it's more of a what if or slightly altered version of the of the original game's timeline. And so it's a different story, but it takes place in the same kind of world. And it's episodic and whatnot. Maybe I'll pull that one out. I don't know. If I get a bug up my butt, maybe I'll pull out King's Quest 8 if I can even get it to work. But as stated, as I've said, the series kind of ends here, in my opinion. Alexander gets Cosima, Rosella gets Edgar. King Graham saved his family, saved his kingdom, became king, and got his wife, and Valenice saved her daughter. So you can say that the whole family venture is pretty much done. There's not really much else or I can envision you going. If they were ever to reinvent King's Quest, or I would say omit the 8th game and then start from where King's Quest 7 left off, do it in this animated format. You can still do it. And maybe make it the kids of Rosella and Edgar, and as well as the kids of Alexander and Cosima. There's things that could be done to progress the story further, because it seems like now there's nobody to take over Graham's throne, right? Because there is no longer Rosella's going to be eventually queen of Etheria, and Alexander is king of the Green Isles, so there's no one really to take up the throne. So there is a handful of different things they could do. Nothing set in stone that I could even imagine, but the series could continue if they really wanted it to. But now, King's Quest as a whole, I'm just talking about King's Quest 1 through 7. If you are a fan of adventure games, definitely play this series. Play the remakes of 1 through 3. Play 4, 5, 6, and 7. If you're just coming into 7 and you're wondering my opinion of the older ones, check out those older videos so you can see kind of how they're a little different. But don't watch them. Play the game first, unless you get stuck, and then you can use my Let's Play to help you get through it. But ultimately, it's a great series. As a lot of adventure games would later kind of continue off with the King's Quest concept, whereas King's Quest, Space Quest, Police Quest, they're all canon to each other for the most part until you get into Police Quest SWAT and the other weird stuff. Space Quest following, Roger Wilco. And then you have the Sam and Max series is canon-ish, so a lot of games took a lot from the Sierra idea of, here's these adventure games that all take place in the same ever-changing world. And it's something that I think adventure games should come back to, because we don't see them as much anymore. I think point-and-click adventures have been kind of given the shaft for a while, and it's a shame because there's a lot of cool stuff here. And King's Quest is just the success of this series alone is straight-up proof of that. And, you know, there's other games that Roberta Williams worked on, like Phantasmagoria, for example. I think she worked on the first Phantasmagoria. And there's one other game, I can't recollect the name of it. But there's a handful of games that are definitely worth exploring at a later time. You know, I've still got to play things like Seventh Guest and 11th Hour. I want to go. I think I removed my old Let's Play of Myst back in the day. I want to put a new one up at some point. I want to redo that one. So yeah, I mean, like I said, King's Quest 7, pretty decent game. Not the strongest in the series. I'm more taken with, you know, King's Quest, the remake of King's Quest 2, as well as King's Quest 6, and I have a soft spot for 5. 4 is also fine. 3 to me is a little on the weaker side, and 1, of course, is 1. You know, it's the first one. You can bash that as much as you want. It doesn't really matter. It was the first one. But all in all, great adventure series. I had a great time revisiting it. I'm glad I revisited it this way to see the whole canon kind of unfold. And I hope you guys enjoy that and appreciate that too. Because playing these back to back, I'm going to need some time away from a Sierra game. Not particularly point and click adventures, but definitely need a break from anything related or similar related to King's Quest. But like I said, I don't know if you guys want to see me play the 2015 King's Quest, which I've never played. Let me know in the comments below, because I do have a copy of it, just never once installed it and tried it. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. And I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Studios for more live gaming action. A lot of times games that I play for the first time, blind if you will, I do on the Twitch channel, so you guys get to see how I, you know, systematically solve puzzles and, you know, play various games and whatnot. And it's a lot of fun because you guys get to see that structure, that you can see my strategy and how I break things down and try to figure out solutions and stuff. And yeah, it's a cool time. So with that said, thanks for stopping by, guys, and we'll see you guys next time.